I want to clarify some things that I think people are a little confused about when it comes to the difference between radians versus degrees. Okay. A degree is a unit of measure that measures an angle. It's some arbitrary thing that someone decided and they said this right here is 1 degree. They said if you go up here and you talk about this angle right here, then this is 90 degrees, right? Somebody arbitrarily designed this, okay? If this in green is 1 degree, then someone else could also have said, that this in brown is pi degrees, right? This is 3.1415926 degrees, right? Somebody, if someone defined that 1 degree was the thing in green, then pi degrees would just be 3.14 multiples of that, okay? A radian is a different measure of angle. That's it. Someone said that if you go all the way around, then this is 2 pi radians, which is the same thing as saying 6.28 something radians. Okay, someone said, they designed this system that says it's going to be really useful. They said that this angle right here, going straight up, this angle right here, is exactly pi over 2 radians. And if you go to, let's go to Google. If you go to Google and you type in, pi divided by 2, right, you get 1.5707. Okay, so 1.5708 for all intents and purposes. Whoops. So this is 1.5708 ... radians, okay? It'd be like saying 1 inch, 2 inches, 2.5 inches. Pi is just a number. It just so happens that when we talk about going all the way around the path of a circle, for instance, if we rotate 360 degrees, that there are exactly 2 pi of them in a circle. That's why this unit of measurement is so convenient. And this should really blow your mind that there's exactly 2 pi radians in a circle. But if you really think about it, it should also equivalently blow your mind that there are exactly 360 degrees in a circle. Like, who decided that this is the right number, right? Who chose this? Okay, who chose this? What if we built the system where there weren't 360 degrees, there were 361.8429 degrees in a perfect circle? Right, then that would be our unit of measurement. Somebody had to pick 360 degrees for some reason, okay? And we just use it. So when you see something and I give you, for instance, you had a question and it says, what is 1 radian in degrees, okay? What is this, right? Well, there is no, you're like, oh, Dylan, there's no pi. Should there be a pi there? No, radians don't come with pi, right? They don't come with pi, right? 1 radian, we have to figure out how much that is, and we have to use the fact that in 360 degrees, there are exactly 2 pi radians, which, according to that homework problem, 360 degrees divided by 6.28 ... radians. So this basically said that there was roughly 57.2 degrees every 1 radian. So 1 radian was approximately equal to 57.2 degrees, somewhere around there, okay? That was the answer, okay? So what if I asked you how much is 2 radians? Well, how much is 2 radians, right? Well, you would take 2 radians and you would multiply it by our conversion factor, 360 degrees for every 2 pi radians, right? You would cancel some stuff out, so we'd get, the 2's would cancel, so we'd have 360 degrees divided by pi radians, and we could solve this, right? Because pi is just a number. It's 3.1415 radians. And we could solve this, and we're going to get twice this number. If you put this into a calculator and you do the division, you're going to hopefully get like 114.4 something degrees, okay? And I forgot to cancel out the unit of radian, right? So there's no radian down here, just degrees. And that's what you're going to get. So for instance, if you get anything that's like turn 7 plus 2/3 pi from radians, I'm telling you that this is in radians. So radians. I want you to turn it from radians to degrees. You don't freak out that, oh no, like, oh, there's no pi here, there's a pi here. Is this one a radian? Is this a degree? Is this an expression? What is it? We don't freak out about any of this. The thing on the inside here is just some number. It's a number, and it's a number of radians. Could be 17 radians, could be 8 pi radians. It doesn't matter what it is, it's just a number, and we treat it like such, that we are given this amount of radians, right? However many radians, and we're going to use our conversion factor, 360 degrees for every 2 pi radians, right? And we just plug this into a calculator, and it's going to equal some number in degrees, and that will take us from this angle in radians to that angle in degrees. Okay, so this video is just really short, just to clarify this misunderstanding that radians we don't have to have pi. It just so happens magically that pi shows up at all these really convenient locations that we care about: 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees. It just so happens that way. That's why the system was designed the way that it was designed, but that by no means means that I have to have pi in every single calculation, right? I can have 3 radians, I can have 6 radians, I can have 12 radians, I can have 100 radians. It doesn't matter. They don't have to have pi. Pi is a number. Pi is 3.14159265 radians. Or excuse me, not radians, but it's one, pi is equal to 3.14159265. So that's how many radians we're going to have. Okay, so that's just this video. Super short, super sweet. Hope that